We'll see you on the analyst desk as we are moving into Dust 2. And Hayes, I
Thank
want to
God
make the
he's
point
finally
that...
gone. Jesus.
Yeah. We are going into Dust here with GUN5 actually winning 4 out of their 6 games, and they actually beat Gamer Legion on this one too, and VP Prodigy just now. So they're going to be looking quite confident on the desert as well.
Yeah, it's true. Look at FURIA, though, looking to get into their faces in the pistol. I reckon FURIA are going to play some bullying Counter-Strike. Yeah, I think they're going to try and force some gunfights. They're going to try and disrupt GUN5. These guys have got the big match temperament to FURIA. This is a very unfamiliar bit of territory for GUN5 finding themselves in this stage of the competition. And sometimes the pressure can get to you. So a team like FURIA, led by a player like Fallen, knows how to play Grand Final Counter-Strike, knows how to get into the heads of their opponents. And speaking of heads, Yuri's already taken Zelo's head off, so that is a great way for them to start off in this pistol. GUN5 now shift most of their resources in towards tunnels, and it's going to be a B-bomb site finisher from them. Looks Kai's going to be the B anchor, at least in terms of the pistol. We did see Mouse and XT try and exploit Kai towards ramp on nuke, and Kai is finally realized they've ended up on this B-bomb site, but the information's come through very late.
Late flash also to try to peek in through a window, but it's gonna be Cello on a one-tap down towards tunnels to shut them down, and that's the round. FURIA win it out, and Selter is gonna be the last one die there. Cello shuts off heads. That was 2 bullets, 2 kills out here for Cello, and you can see the smugness on his face right now. He knows that he's got this under wraps, and you were mentioning this before, Hayes, with Fallen knowing how to play a grand final, right? They have almost zero pressure coming into this one, because FURIA, they're expected to win, right? They expect this out of themselves. But GUN5, the pressure could be coming onto them, right? They were not supposed to be there. Now they're in the grand final. And, you know, there's a lot of pressure that could be mounted up on these guys.
At the same time, we got to take into account what Freddy mentioned at the end of the previous series, and that this tournament is a bit of a zero-sum game for FURIA because everybody's expecting them to win every single one of the matches that they play here, considering what overwhelming favorites they are. And so that can also add to the pressure of FURIA coming into this. Just that, you know, shit, guys, we really can't afford to lose this. When you look at the name value, they'll certainly get clowned on if they do. However, focusing on the round, Kai peeks head of the smoke. There will be a rotation coming through from Fallen, but he will have his head removed as well. Great stuff coming through here from GUN5 on their force buy. It's actually a half buy. It's basically an eco. And I don't even know if FURIA are going to attempt the retake here. That kill from Serato might enable them.
Selter, that's a beautiful double already on the hand cannon. Can he find the triple even? He's playing down to the boxes here. Went to near, such a nice rotate, but the timing is going to be everything. Can he catch them off guard? Serato finds a second onto Ziello, but not before he trades him out. So now, in from behind, that is going to be Tenier shutting them down. And what an eco round here for GUN5. They managed to take them all down. Look at the amount of cash they've got right now, Hayes. This is a perfect situation here for GUN5.
Yeah, absolutely. All kind of snowballs out of control after the kill on Kai comes through, and then Selter takes down Fallen, the first responder, and everything just falls into place thereafter. Oh man, I didn't even realize Zelio basically trades himself out there.
Yeah.
And that is going to be a great response after losing the pistol, man.
Exactly, with the way that the economy now works in CS2 as well. We talked about it in the first best of 3 that we got to see. But here into the second, the fact that GUN5 managed to win out the force buy round is actually even better for them, right?
And it kind of goes against... Yeah, sorry, go ahead, mate.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say it does work out for them because look at what that does to FURIA's economy. They've decided to eco here, and they're down by a count of round loss bonus compared to what they would have had they just lost the pistol straight up, right? Where you get 2 counts of round loss bonus. So they're going to have to double save here, thinking about the long game.
Exactly. So it's going to get tough out here. I like that FURIA are still trying to push up in through T-spawn, right? At least find as many kills as possible while you're leaving Yuri out here with presence to hopefully get in the heads of GUN5 and try to deny them the push. And it's kind of working because they're gaining up a lot of space. It's going to be up to Selter again to try to deny them. Let's see. As he's checking in behind, the bomb is also going to be rotating back around to help him out. And spots out one, shuts him down on the taps here on the bursts. Selter already having a great early start here to the map. Going to be looking on in. The pistols are only trying to find damage. That's all they're looking for right now. And Selter being the first responder might be catching Fallen, but let's see if he sees Cello as well. And oh, the kill doesn't go through, but Fallen secures it. So that's an AK stolen and ran away with. That's exactly what they wanted. Furia are going to be losing this round, but at least it will be saving away the rifle.
Yeah, and I would like us to just keep tabs on that AK, because they should not have had an AK. I don't know what Seltzer's thinking there. Trying to aggress through long doors. They know for a fact it was an eco out of Furia, and he's given that gun up. And if we can watch the AK in that next round, I'm keen to see if it does have any impact on the outcome of the round. That butterfly effect often does come into the equation in a game like Counter-Strike. KSerato just trying to keep them focused on the same bomb site, and well, he takes a head in the process as well. So there's a little bit of economic damage for Furia to carry through. I mean, they're not going to invest here in this round, but they will have the hero AK. And someone should buy armor to play with it as well.
It could be Fallen, but he has to hold on for the AWP, seeing as he does have a lot of cash as well.
Oh.
KSerato, wait, they're going in for more.
Hold the phone.
Is this going to be the only rifle we get to see?
Does look like it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's still peculiar though, because
side.
they only get, what, $2,400 going into the next round here? So,
oh,
good night, sweet prince. There goes your hero AK, mate.
Speaking of keeping tabs on it, don't think we're going to have a lot of tabs to keep on, but Cello puts it back
yeah,
up.
true.
Right now, though, Easy, the fact that he's enabled his AWP this early into the match is great, though. They don't go in for 5 AKs to try to play this dust. Instead, they will be employing the AWP map to actually have the op in plays. Yellow finds the rifler as well of the Brazilian side here. Yuri tries to play aggressive, but this doesn't work out like it did before with the Mouse and XT. They are actually trying to take their angles and take their duels as they're seeing them. Fury only have Cello here to try to save away to that AK into the next round. This investment did not pay off at all for Furia. And they only managed to find one victim, so this is going to be looking quite tough out here for Furia.
Yeah, that round will also be a good boost for Easy's confidence. They're getting 3 kills on the AWP, hitting the shot here onto Fallen, who's trying to make an aggressive play into middle, maybe combine with KSerato a little bit later in the round, who was coming up short, but unfortunately, they come up empty-handed, and GUN5 go up 3-1 as we expected after they won that eco round in the second. They were able to string a couple rounds together afterwards, but now we get into the thick of things. Fallen's on an MP9. He's probably dropped the M4 across to KSerato, and I like that. Important that we don't see KSerato on the SMG, that's for sure. By far and wide the best player on the server. The best player, actually, I'd say in the playoff bracket, KSerato.
In the tournament, yeah, right now. Definitely individually, he still is a contender for the top riflers in the world, right?
Yeah, top 5, I'd say for sure.
Top 5, yeah.
Absolutely, man. Despite Furia's lackluster results, which makes it even more impressive how he still remained consistent and stable.
Yeah. I like also the fact that GUN5 are playing this passively now that they realize Furia is either on a full eco and they're just going to be running it down, or on this force buy. So they're thinking through it clearly out here, GUN5, and it is going to be easy finding yet another opening frag towards Fallen. This time around, though, it's going to be an A1S waiting right behind him. Yuri, don't think he was spotted already, so he's going to be waiting in for someone to make the push, and that someone is going to be Tenier. Ooh, but
bombs wrapping around. GUN5 are going to head in towards long. Yuri gets the shadow advantage, but now they know for a fact he's there. The molly's going to displace him. Desperately looking for the trade. They'll get it, but that molly actually buys a bit of time now for Furia. Finnegan making his way up short. A parting shot to take down KSerato. He's caught Cello. Kai's gone down to Selter in mid, and that round falls apart so quickly for Furia. I was even a bit circumspect of Fallen's play to get aggressive, because it's not like GUN5 were doing anything elsewhere on the map. Normally, you only want to initiate that flank once there's moves being made by the T side, because if they're just posting up on the default, there's almost always someone going to be watching for the long push.
All that Furia knew was that there was someone down on middle making a bit of noise, and that's it. But Finnegan finding that double kill out here from short is absolutely crazy, right? Because that just enables the round to go through, and that is basically what won GUN5 the round as well, because there were 20 seconds remaining. I think they would have made it onto the side, but it would have been slow. And Finnegan, my goodness. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's an eco. You're not really fighting with a lot here for Furia's side. But Finnegan still has the aim to really make it happen, and everybody else from GUN5 just gonna be ending it off right here and now. As Yellow finds the nade as well, K-Serrato goes flying, and GUN5 onto 5 on the board immediately. Wow.
Yeah, certainly not what we were expecting coming into this, man. 5-1 up, all 5 rounds coming consecutively, born off the back of an eco round win. If you're FURIA, absolutely should be calling a pause here. Just taking a break in play. It feels like these rounds have come through thick and fast. Just want to slow things down, discuss the situation, reassess how you're going to approach this next round. They do have the AWP on Fallen. He's going to get boosted up onto short.
Oh, what?
That is
Cello
disgusting.
Was about to lose his life there down on double doors, but apparently Easy just goes in for these flicks, man, even through the wall. Connects out there on one. Fallen has already taken a bit of chip damage out through the A site, and they're only fighting A right now. GUN5, they've taken control over this long position a lot of times already. K-Serrato trying to push up, waiting for the flash confirmation, and Fallen playing down from car as well. What's the shot? Fallen! Oh, you still have K-Serrato on the server though. Managed to trade it out. Yuri connects onto as well, and the double kills out here from FURIA are what makes the play work. This was really risky.
Yeah, I thought that one had spiraled out of control for Fury, but Yuri is the difference maker rather. Wonderful stuff coming through from Yuri. He's even going to be able to finish off the job as well. 3 kills at his hand, and all of them of equal importance. Probably the last one less so, but still. Ridiculous work coming through from Yuri to salvage that round. It looked like GUN5 had done enough to get out of long and gain the control, but Yuri puts a stop to their momentum. Have a look at the replay here. This was easy shot. The little flick there as he clips the player through the door, but the real highlight of the round was towards long.
Yeah, look at this, right? K-Serrato comes right back around, gets traded, Yuri immediately there. There wasn't even a flash coming in from Furia's side. They were just dry peeking into that one, knowing that Fallen was behind them. Even though he whiffed the shot, the presence was still made, still heard. They didn't start peeking into them, and, well, Furia were kind of allowed to just find those doubles. So, well shot out here from Yuri and K-Serrato. And he wasn't the MVP of the last best of 3 for nothing, right? So now, Fallen showing us that he pulled through for the last best of 3 as well. Starts off round number 8 here with the opening frag.
Bit lazy there from GUN5, I want to say, not being prepared for an AWP to be posted up because there was the short smoke in play covering off tunnels, which means you've got to always kind of be aware that there could be a player peering top mid. A simple flash is enough to force him back. And so Fallen capitalizes. What is the response from GUN5?
I don't know what GUN5 want to do, but Fury are calling out the double op. Cello's gonna pick it up here. And I get it, on a map like this too, you do want to enable as much pressure as possible, especially down onto long and middle, trying to hold it down. Going in for the double op is definitely a really good call out here. 40 seconds remaining though. GUN5 need to get into the safe side, and they're going in for the default. Down to A again, and Finnegan, that is going to be the shot onto Kie to start things off onto CT. Down on Gandalf though. Yuri doesn't fully connect onto Selter on the spray. Goes in for another burst, but time, oh, it's going away. They're rotating back to the B site. Yuri's going to fall, and now they don't know what they want to do. Fallen trades it out onto the site. 3v3, but they're all 3 onto elbow right now. 10 seconds, needs to get the bomb down.
Completely indecisive here from GUN5. They will be able to activate the C4 just in time here. Turns into a retake for Furia. They don't have great positional control, and they don't have a kill off the back of Fallen just yet either. There's extra support that's going to come through from long, looking to try and smoke that cross, that they can apply pressure onto the bomb site itself. Fallen's got Cello in tow, I believe, while K-Serrato is still trying to work his way through into CT. GUN5 have some pretty good post-bomb positions that have been taken up, and now they've dispatched of K-Serrato. Cello's had his head taken off. It's only Fallen left, and he can't connect on his shot. That's a really big round for GUN5 to win, not only because they reset Furia, but also because they were looking a bit lost there, back and forth, indecisive, but they recovered the situation, and they actually make it look really good there.
And they were looking lost because of the fact that GUN5 played their position so well. Got into the post plant and then just played it really safely, knowing they had to play that timer, knowing that Furia were already really close to the bomb site already. They would have had to attempt a retake, and you can see Tenier, Finnegan all falling back, playing whatever angles they could. So now, eco round coming out of Furia. And, oh my goodness, Easy again. Manages to shut off Yuri. This is great advantage being taken out here by GUN5, right? If they manage to get to 7 here, which they in theory should, they're only fighting an eco, then it's really going to start getting hazy from here. Finnegan just runs them down, man. Running gun connects fully for the AK, and Finnegan keeps it going, but Kie in from double doors manages to find one as Zielo looks in to find the trade. Kie does manage to take down 2. If he finds the third as well, this would be a good eco. And I don't know how Selter doesn't see him.
Yeah, I think Kai's going to look to try to save the AK, but Selter will certainly deny. Great stuff coming through there. A couple casualties, not the end of the world for GUN5. They've got 5 digits in terms of money on Tania and Finnegan before they buy up in the round here. So they're sitting very pretty, and FURIA will finally use their first pause here. I thought it should have come a bit sooner. Man, this is something Miles NXT weren't able to do once in the semi-final before this against FURIA, and that's put pressure onto the Brazilian team. They're on the back foot, down 7-2 right now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. It is the CT side of Dust 2 that FURIA are on. We know that this is a T-sided map. You know, Twist puts the bar at 7-5. I'd certainly take his word over mine. I think sort of 8-4 is baseline on your CT side. Four rounds is bare minimum. So let's see what FURIA can recover here. But 2 will obviously not be enough. GUN5 have all the momentum behind them right now. And what do they call in this next round? Do they try and change things up? I mean, considering they know how important this round is for FURIA, it might not be a bad idea to try something out of pocket.
I don't know, FURIA might try something else, but this is Selter opening it up again. Fallen at the very least makes this one a 4v4, but FURIA, they do have to try out something different. GUN5 are still going for their usual default, as they've got so much cash in the bank right now. And I don't know if this is a little bit of overconfidence being shown out here by FURIA after going up against Mouse NXT, but Selter pushing in through long there, attempted to catch him off guard. Yuri backs away though, turns around and shuts him out. 3v4, and it's still going to be that A side. Finnegan really close to Cello right now. Surely he's gonna check this right. He's gonna go for it.
Pushing. Oh my goodness, the timing works out. I guess trying to combine with his teammate on short just got me grimacing a little bit there. I was not nervous walking into the crosshair. Could have been problematic. Either way, it's working out for FURIA. Looking like the tack timeout will be enough to recover here. Should be able to get the campaign back on track as far as winning this round goes. At least a plant for Tania. Bit of extra money here carried through into the next round. Can he take any names?
Yeah, he can take Fallen down apparently, and he's going to be looking in for the CT side of players as well, but he is going to be going on down. So 3-7, FURIA. Yeah, you mentioned the baseline being 8-4 here. I'd have, well, it's not a big difference, but I do think it's a 7-5 actually. It's only a 51% actually here for the T side in favor of Dust 2. So I'd still say it goes down there for the 50-50 kind of ish map. It's still not to a point where the T side is overwhelmingly favored on it.
I don't know. CT side feels so difficult on Dust 2 sometimes, man. It's like such a massive CT side. The rotations are so long. That B bomb site is awful to retake. So I don't know. Like I do think the CT side can be very challenging on Dust 2. I much prefer the T side myself.
Yeah, that's definitely a fair point, but still, I don't think it has reached levels of Anubis just yet. But it's getting there. It's definitely getting there, especially after the latest patches with CT side being nerfed and all. Especially with incendiaries.
Oh no.
Ooh, Cello stays in the Molotov, in the flames. At least trades himself out. He has, and Fallen. Now he's doing his own impression as he's taken down 2 on middle. Completely opened up the whole map by himself. 2v4, GUN5. They need Easy to go hard on this one if they want to win it.
Yeah, but that would be devastating for FURIA if they do end up letting this round slip away. They haven't strung consecutive rounds together yet here on the map. And it's not like winning this busts GUN5's economy either. Fallen is going to walk straight through the smoke with the minute left on the clock. And that's a pretty good way to try gift the round back as far as I'm concerned. Fallen's like, you know what? I've already done my job. I've gotten 2 kills. Let's see what you can do from here, GUN5.
Play the info. Sure. Went on through the smoke. Went on down. Now, 2v3. Finnegan has been having a great game so far. He could be going up through A here. He's checking every angle. It's great from Finnegan. But he doesn't have that sort of time. 25 seconds. And they only have a smoke and a Molotov left remaining. Could be more than enough to cross and get into the site. But Yuri's still playing out here onto short. Smoked on down for elbow, trying to gain some cover, playing around it. This is great out here from Yuri. He could definitely deny. 10 seconds left only, though, in case Serato doesn't need to see Finnegan to shut him down. So there you have it. 7-4. Furia do reach that Fable 4th that they needed. And I don't think they'll say no to a 5th as well.
Oh no, they would certainly grab it if you offered it up to them, but they're going to have to take it from GUN5, who have done enough here to feel content with the results in this first half. If it does end 7-5, I reckon Furia is also feeling pretty comfortable going into the next half, having regathered a bit of momentum. This is the free frag on Fallen, but thankfully for Furia, that doesn't cascade into anything. And we do have the last round of the first half. First map of this grand final. That's right, guys. Grand final. GUN5. What a storyline it's been for them. Gifted a berth into the playoffs despite their run in the Swiss stage. And they've taken full advantage
Of what they were given, yeah? I mean, right now, oh, Yuri's getting absolutely mollied down to flames. And he had the smoke as well. Oh, no, that was the incendiary actually being thrown away. I thought he had a smoke. He just threw it on down there for long. But no. Now, 4v4. It's going to be Fallen ready to try to deny some of these pushes alongside. I do believe that's actually Kie. Staying out here next to him. No, it's Quesarado. We could even spot them down on the minimap. Here comes the push. It's a slow one from GUN5, but they're still trying to make the cross happen. Checking into the side, you don't know who's where, and that nade, oh, it's going to be opening up for Selter, and actually it's going to take down Tanier instead. Fallen still checking out here into ramp, connects onto Selter, and that basically shuts the round down, because it's a 2v4 now, and Finnegan and Easy, they're very slow to push, they're very slow to gain any info here. They surely know there's one at least onto Short or Gandalf. And it's Fallen out here, oh, there you have it, he's going to get smoked off, no way to get to him now. 25 seconds left to plant that bomb, and you're getting very scared, GUN5, of taking it down here. Fallen peaks, it's going to be a tap in here from the bomb on the digits. Easy gets it though, at least, makes it a 3v2. Our diffuse gets out here in case Serato trying to go in out here for the Kugli. Easy will be finding one, and Cello trading him out down to 7 HP. Finnegan, good luck, have fun, but you need taps out here, and instead you'll find a spray. 1v1, and Cello's the last man standing out here for Furia. No way does Finnegan actually clutch this one up as he's checking in for ramp. Oh, he's done it. Finnegan gets GUN5 over the line, 8-4, and the T side actually did it in a 2v4.
Oh, I think Furia were just a bit tentative there, man. In the 4 versus 2, it feels like they go into a shell. They're also scared of taking gunfights, and I understand it's because they don't want to give up any lives. But then you've got Fallen, who's kind of trying to make a play, but nobody else is pressuring at the same time. There's no one pushing ramp or jumping up at elevator to deny that plant. So Fallen goes down, there's no trade potential. And then Finnegan just hits a disgusting tap there. It even looked like it might have been while he was moving. Yeah. Oh man, what a half coming through from Finnegan. He's 12-5 at the end of their T side.
And that wasn't even the frag that I got surprised at. Finnegan finds that headshot great, right? His aim control was perfect, his crosshair play was great, but the fact that he doesn't go through for the first frag that he made actually there, because he was 7 HP when he took that duel in from the CT-sided player. I don't remember who it was. But still, Furia now onto their T side are going to be pushing down on middle, hoping to find as many as possible, but instead only to get traded out here as Selter connects on that USP through the smoke and leaves us in the 1v2. If GUN5 pick up the pistol here, which they do, Furia are really in for a bind. You can see Fallen starting to think about it now.
Yeah, that is a massive pistol round for GUN5 to win. It ends as quickly as it starts, really. And they take a huge step closer here to winning their own map pick. No bomb plant for Furia means that they're going to have to eco in this next round as well. And double digits is now ripe for the taking if you're GUN5. And that means they'll be just 3 rounds out from finishing off Dust 2, the first map of this grand final. Oh. And Easy finds a collateral and then a wall bang. And that's going to be the anti-eco as easy as.
Okay. Damn. I don't know who was better. Easy finding that kill through the wall and then the second one as well, or Finnegan finding 3 on the MP9 down middle. Because now, look at his money, right? He could even buy an AWP if he wanted to send it away to Easy, but he's already got the scout saved away, so no need to do that. Fallen's gonna be buying his own here. And I don't think anybody was really expecting this outcome here, Hayes. 10-4, double digits already secured into round number 16 of the game. Round number 15. Damn. Easy takes a little bit of chip damage down through the double doors. But for now, GUN5 still have got the better positions. As they're all down through middle, they've gained control of it. Now I do think they want to push up through top middle as well with that MP9 from Tanir. But instead, we're going back to A, thinking that FURIA has already pushed. Instead, FURIA just taking their time out here, playing it slowly.
Well, it's a must-win round here for FURIA, so they're going to play a bit more of a percentage-based game right now as they know how important this round is. And look at the setup from GUN5. A player elevator and then a player default playing anti-flash. Tanir's going to take contact short, but they're never going to expect the player on the site itself. He's going to have to go nuclear here with the MP9, but unfortunately won't even get a single kill. Kai cuts him down. 5 versus 3 FURIA, able to accomplish the first objective here from the 10-4 scoreline, and that's win this all-important gun round. Not only that, but they're going to keep numbers alive as well.
Oh yeah, they will. Flawless round out here for FURIA. And again, that MP9 could have done a little bit of damage, actually. Could have really decimated the economy out here for FURIA if he found 2. Well, ideally 3, but again, he didn't even get through K-Serato, so no need to really think about it that hard. GUN5. They will be going in for their full buy after this, and I do think they're actually going to be giving up on the scout. No need to keep a hold of it. It's only 1.7k that go down the drain. I think it's much more important to get easy on the AWP as soon as possible. Yeah, here FURIA, finally, for the first time here on Dust 2, are actually going to be looking to try to gain up a little bit of momentum on economy.
Yeah, they're going to need a lot more, though. A lot more where that came from. First round to set things in motion. It's going to be another gun round here. What's GUN5's economy looking like? Not great.
Not great. Not horrible great either, though.
I'm surprised that Easy's got the scout. It kind of looks like GUN5 have tried to conserve some money or preserve some money, because he could have been dropped an M4 from... oh, never mind. Yeah, Easy could have actually bought an M4 himself, so he's also thinking about the future. So they haven't gone all in here, but they have given themselves a few pieces to work with. A couple guns carried through as well will certainly help.
It will. Right now, though, FURIA, they've already gained up pressure down middle. They're waiting for the smoke to go away here. It's not going to be redeployed, and now they're pushing in through for the default down on short. GUN5, they got 3 players available towards the A site. It's going to turn into a bloodbath yet again. I like the pace that GUN5 also throw at their util, right? The information they gain, they use up a correct amount of util. They don't just kitchen sink it down in the first contact they get to see.
Yeah,
here comes a Molotov down on Goose.
It's being thrown in towards the A bomb site right now by FURIA, and Fallen draws first blood as well. Cello continues to lead that charge. There's a player ramp here to be dealt with. Well, it's actually Tanir who's tucked himself in behind the smoke, not really able to affect the bomb site itself, so the plant will come through, and it's not an easy retake by any stretch. There's even the insurance policy of the player posted top mid here for the T side, and yeah, kills continue to roll through for FURIA. They're looking a whole lot better. I mean, these past 2 rounds alone have been enough for me to kind of be like, okay, there is still certainly a game on here on Dust 2.
Yeah, they are bringing it back, surely. And now with 2 flawless rounds back-to-back, you're going to have all the money in the world. It's not going to be flawless, as Yuri falls, but still, it's looking great economically speaking as well. FURIA are back in play. And, well, right now, you were mentioning how you wanted to see more where that came from in the previous round. Here it is, right? FURIA managed to do it again. They push into the safe side. They have the execute. Fallen connecting on that shot as well. Wow, barely saw it even with the X-ray. Had the flash going on and everything. But it is Fallen we're talking about. So, speaking of the Professor one more time, he looks down on middle and almost catches Easy. If that wasn't a wall bang, Easy would have been dead in the water right now. AWP doesn't need a lot of HP to pull the trigger, but now definitely would have enjoyed having it.
Yeah, unconfirmed damage at least, so it's not like Furia can try and rush down the AWP knowing that he's low. Look at GUN5's setup though, it's a bit of a variation. Of course, they are on the eco, so that AWP was, or is integral to their cause right now. And Furia have got great control out towards long, and it looks like they're just going to fall back on that control as well. That's the beauty of Dust 2. If you're able to get that control early, it always gives you something to fall back onto. And Furia are thinking, yeah, we don't really want to contend with middle. We don't know much about what's going on there. So they stick to what they do know. And that long is safe. So they're going to now make their way forward. Easy, probably going to save the AWP. He doesn't have any money. So I reckon as soon as side control's been lost, he's going to be thinking about that next round.
But it hasn't been lost just yet. Tanier on the 5-7. Sure, he's getting close up and personal out here on the smoke. Can he catch anybody off guard? Here comes the flash, and no. Doesn't even know where to look at first. Tanier smoked and flashed. Finnegan does manage to find one. Picks up an AK. Gonna be giving away the MP9 to Ziello, and I think this is gonna be the safe call being made. As there we go. 10-7. Furia take 3 in a row here on their T side. Again, with only a single casualty on the board, cash is gonna keep on rising out here for the Brazilians. But GUN5, this isn't a bad one either, right? I mean, there was an eco. They managed to hold on to an AK, to the AWP that was forced away into this one. And even the armor and MP9 coming out as yellow isn't that bad. The gap is tightening though. Again, it was looking like a 10-4. Now 10-7. Next time you know, when you're gonna blink, you're gonna see the 10-10.
Yeah, it's a good point, man. And I think GUN5 are kind of realizing that things are slipping away from them, considering the great position that they're in. It's also a big test here for Furia, a big test of their mental fortitude, falling behind and feeling the pressure that they are here in this grand final. Are they able to hold their nerve? Massive gun round, because if Furia win this gun round here, Atro, then we're actually thinking they're probably in the lead to win the map, despite the fact that GUN5 would still be leading in terms of the numbers on the scoreboard. I think I'd still back Furia to finish off the job from here if they can win this next gun round.
Yeah, I mean, if they win this next gun round, again, confidence goes skyrocketing here for their T side. And GUN5, they have not been able to pick up a single round here onto the CT side so far. There haven't been that many rounds played out yet, but they have had a couple of decent buys coming through. So the fact they haven't been able to actually hold on to any of these positions, these very important positions on the extremities, has been a bit of an issue out here for the CIS squad. But we're back to basics. We're back to short, right? Furia, you don't have to overcomplicate it. Just wait for the util to run out here and see if you can take down Easy. As, oh, that timing, man. Easy gets out. Incendiary used up. GUN5 have got a little bit of info. Now it's up to K Serrato to try to find this 2v1 down on long. Be an early opening frag. Fallen.
My.
Trades out on Selters. Yellow still here though, and Yellow goes crazy. Finds the triple down on double doors. The B bomb site completely emptied up. It's gonna be coming down to a 2v2 on a post plant here. Easy does have a defuse kit though. Furia can still win this one out, even though Yellow just went nuclear down on middle.
I mean, it's all off the back of Zelo's efforts that GUN5 are even in this round right now. Easy and Finnegan trying to make good of their teammates' efforts. That monumental triple kill coming through from him. Finnegan and Easy now on course for the retake. Cello holds down tunnels, but it's Yuri who will get the kill on Easy. And Finnegan's been a beast so far here on the map, but unfortunately, he will fall short in the 1 versus 1. Yuri clutches it, and that's a huge round to get for his team.
And they had the info about Yuri as well. The kill got made and they thought he dropped into the site. He threw out the nade. I got very scared when he pulled out the nade because I was for sure that Yuri would peek out in that exact moment. That's the timing that CS usually gives us to work with. But it didn't happen, and yet still Yuri won out the round. Cielo there made it a contestable round here for GUN5. A very winnable one at that here as well. But Yuri, just the timing onto Finnegan, it just worked out, and that deserves to tackle a pause, right? That deserves GUN5 to try to take a breather, take a step back, and see where they can place themselves at in the map right now. They're still 2 rounds up. They're going to be going in for an eco this time around. Next round is a must-win here for the CIS squad.
Yeah, the round after this for sure, because they're not going to have much to do here in this one. I mean, Easy will at least have an orb to work with, but hasn't really been able to affect the rounds a huge amount with the big green gun, at least in the past few, that is. You look at the money here for FURIA as well. They've been able to build up some residual cash, so even if they do lose a round, they've got money to fall back on. Fallen's not going to take the bait on the first player to jump across, and that's smoking towards mid. You can see him relaying information through that his teammates have to be aware there could be players pushing up mid, and the response from FURIA again is get long control. I feel like FURIA have been getting long control way too easily throughout this half. It's just been gifted up continually here by GUN5.
Yeah, it is a part of the map that they've had struggles in holding. This time around though, again, we're seeing Easy not be posted up down there towards long at all, right? The AWP has not been staying inside the site, hasn't been checking down towards short. It's always been creeping up middle and trying to find an advantage, and when it doesn't have it, it still doesn't rotate around, right? So GUN5, I think their game plan here was they come down through mid or B. We are going to be trying to take out the fights. They're coming in through A. We're giving up space, and we're going to try to play retake with whatever we've got. Easy playing in behind to try to save away the AWP. Is going to be staying out there in towards short. Now Cello starts to move up through to the side. Smoke away. Flash down 2. Overhand. It is going to be Selter to start things off. Cello doesn't even know where he got hit from. Selter goes in for the second. Can he find even the third here? Oh, yes, he can. Selter, what is this round coming out of the hand cannon? Selter goes in once, twice, and then thrice. Fallen forced to make the call to run away. Selter's not stopping. Can we get this man's perspective right now? Fallen spotted, wants to pick up the rifle, but it is going to be Ziello stealing away the ace clutch here from the hand cannon master himself. Selter, what was this round?
That is a unicorn round coming through from Selter. Desert Eagle in hand devastates FURIA. What a ridiculous sequence of kills coming through from him. And it'll be such a big pity if we don't get to see that back on the replay, but we will. Okay, I mean, that first shot is just ridiculous, peering above the flames. The second one is like he's won the lotto. I mean, these kills are just coming out of thin air, man. My god, what a ridiculous sequence of frags coming through from Selter to rob FURIA of the round. And that is going to send shudders through the FURIA camp, man.
Because of that single play, I could honestly see Selter stealing away not only the round, but the map. Right? Because right now, GUN5 have got money back into it. They have a double op setup on Ziello and Easy. And if Selter even has half the performance on this round like he did in the last one, then FURIA can't really do a lot. Fallen's already fallen down to 40 HP. They've gained the pressure down towards long again. GUN5 actually changing things around now, but it is going to be the A hit. Let's see Easy. Actually, Ziello on the AWP. They're trying to deny this. I would have liked to see a bit more B play coming out here for FURIA. We haven't seen any contacts down there towards that side of the map. They've been just defaulting back away towards short, and it's worked out a lot of these times. So don't change what works, but you know, right now it's gonna be Ziello connecting onto Kie, being the first man on the spear tip. Finnegan trying to push up as well here, is gonna be able to spot out Yuri. Nade goes into the side, and this is looking like a flawless round out here for GUN5 once more. Quesarado doesn't make it so, but he's gonna be the last man standing in 1v5 ace clutch, and with 10 seconds left to go, this is another round for GUN5, and this is the map point as well. GUN5, oh, they have done it.
Yeah, that Desert Eagle round there from Celta has just sent shockwaves through Furia, and they are not going to be able to recover from that. Not on this map. They're going to need a break, going to need a smoke between the maps, a glass of water, and maybe some therapy, because I don't know, man. Celta has just shattered Furia off the back of that one round, because they were clawing their way back, looking good, going through the motions, but maybe just a bit too lackadaisical. And now, GUN5 are on the brink of taking a 1-0 lead in this grand final.
They are indeed. 4 chances to try to claw their way back though, Furia. They need 4 in a row here on Tech9s and a Deagle to try to take us into overtime. They're pushing down on middle. This is the first time we get to see this. Yellow forced on back, but it's going to be Finnegan trying to help him out. Doesn't fully peel away for him though. That's only going to be one single frag, looking in for the second connect onto Yuri. Fallen, AK, Galil in hand here, tries to take down Finnegan, pushing through a smoke, and now he's only left out here with Kia on the AWP. Find the frag. Now, oh, I thought Easy was connecting on that shot to Kia as well. They're not giving up on Bogdan's low though. It's going to be Kia on the op. On 15 HP, you do want to have him on the scope, and he is playing on down, but Tanir finds him on the headshot, and it's Fallen again to try to clutch up. He's done these before in the previous best of 3. Now he's trying to do it to keep Furia alive in this series, and he is going to be able to find the first one onto Tanir. Doesn't have a lot of bullets remaining into the mag of that Galil, but he's already up to a triple kill, and Easy starts to push on up. That's going to be the Incendiary on the side, not going to be reaching all the way to Fallen though. Pushes him down to the position of playing down for heaven, and he spots him, doesn't take him down. Fallen saves it on a quad kill, and Furia are still in this game, still on Dust 2 to keep it going.
Oh my goodness, who else but Fallen? He will go down at the end of the round to the bomb, but that's the least of his worries. Look at the money. Neither team has much cash coming into this next round, but Furia will live to fight for another day. They need 3 more rounds to get this into overtime from here. They were on the brink. GUN5 probably were half celebrating after they were able to bring it down to the 2v1, but Fallen, isolates the fights and backed up in the corner. That's where he does his best work. That's where you separate the boys from the men. When the pressure is at its highest. And that's when Fallen shines.
That was a beautiful jiggle peek as well coming in from Fallen, right? Connects on that last kill. And he was getting run over. He just had to play the time. That's exactly what he did. Easy. Had a couple of chances there. Also, very interesting to note, Ziello is going to be on the A1S. Selter is going to be the one to pick up the second AWP out here for GUN5. And what a start here, Finnegan.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, Cello must have seen the spray of bullets coming through, but...
Well, with the A1S, you can't see the traces, of course, but you certainly felt them, that's for sure.
You saw the
4
smoke.
versus 5 now. Yeah, that's true. 4v5, mate. GUN5, 4 kills away from finishing off map 1 here. Their pick. It's not like this is a punish pick against Furia by any stretch. Kai's gone down as well. At least Fallen gets a kill back, but they don't really have many options available. In fact, there's just the one. Fallen trying to apply as much pressure as humanly possible in middle by himself, and his teammates are now going to walk out of the tunnels. The B anchor Celta's caught looking the wrong way right now. He's been drawn into mid. He's going to go back into the bomb site, but he's missed his shot, and that opens the door.
That opens the door up, definitely. K-Serrato finding Finnegan as well, which was the main threat out here into this retake. Yuri will be shutting down the Opera as well. Selter picked up the op for 1 round, and now definitely isn't going to be picking it up anymore. Tanir tries to go in for the save, and Ziello, yeah, they're not going in for this. I mean, that was a lot of misses coming out of Selter. He could have connected at least on 1 because he didn't. Now Furia gets double digits, and they get the bomb planted down as well.
Yeah. I mean, think about how much work Fallen does in that round there, not only with the kill that he gets, but he's the one who's pulled Celta's attention off of that B bomb site, who was posted on tunnels with an AWP, and Furia didn't have any util to force him backwards, so Furia, rather Fallen, pulling the AWP's attention in towards mid was everything there. That allowed for the players to just get out of tunnels, and then Celta misses a couple of shots, and the round falls apart from there. Double digits for Furia. They continue to fight. They continue to claw their way through here. One mistake, though, and it's all over. They're still on the brink. Although, it's basically just 1 gun round between Furia and overtime right now. However, Celta's got a deagle, so we can't write anything off here in the 23rd.
They're gonna have a little PTSD coming on right now if Selter finds any kills. Furia are just gonna be backing away and waiting for him to cool off. GUN5. They've gone in for a 1-2-2 setup. Pushing in through top mid right now, opening up a lot of space for Ziello. As they gather info, a flash on down towards tunnels as well. Yuri gets spotted. Selter playing the soft angle. Pulls in for reinforcements. It is going to be Finnegan to try to help him out. And let's see Selter looking in for those shots. Doesn't connect on the Deagle this time around. Finnegan looking on in to try to clean up after that dig. And it is going to be the spam on down. Let's see if he connects. It doesn't anymore. Cello shoots down. Oh, one. And that's going to be a second Kie. Finds him, takes him out, and now Easy and Ziello are going to be going in for the save. There you have it. GUN5 are going to be playing for the last round of regulations for round number 24. It's either 13-11 or 12-12, and we go overtime here, Hayes.
Yeah, and if this slips into overtime, you got to bet your top dollar that Furia is going to be winning the map from there, right? That's just normally what happens.
Yeah, normally what happens. Here into this one. Out here. Yeah, Hayes got Thanos in a little bit. Got snapped away. But he's going to be back, hopefully, by the time we get to see round number 24. Until then, though, it is going to be still this attempt from Easy and Ziello to try to hold on to their guns for the next one. As Furia are going to be having a flawless round. They won't have to. They won't have a care in the world about the buyback in. So here we go. Round number 24, the last one of regulations. And overtime is definitely on the cards here. Man, I think Selter did get a little confident there. We'll try to peek on in. Sadly, didn't connect on any shots, because if he did, again, Furia would have definitely had some PTSD.
Okay, well, the last round of regulation is upon us. Do we go into overtime, or do GUN5 rob Furia here on map 1? I only call it a robbery because of what massive underdogs they were coming into the series, but they have been in charge of Dust 2 throughout the entirety of the map. And Zelo finds them an opening kill as well. Cello's tough times continue here on Dust. He's had a bit of a mare of a map. And Furia, I mean, they've actually haven't had nearly as much long control as they did in the earlier stages of this T side. There's been a lot more focus in towards mid and B.
There has been a lot of focus down towards mid. We've gone to see later towards these latter rounds from Furia having that pressure down to the B side as well. Ziello throws out everything he had, now trying to hold down towards double doors. And I mean, Finnegan, he is 22-12 right now. He has had such a map alongside Selter for GUN5. And all that it takes is one more out here. Tenier on the AWP. Imagine he just pressed left click right now. Oh my goodness, he has them all lined up. And he still doesn't connect on the trigger. He doesn't start to pull it. There he goes. But Ziello's still gonna find them all in the end. Ziello, triple kill. And K Serrato, last man standing, needs an ace clutch to bring this one back. Finds the second onto Easy. Looks in for the third. But the third's gonna shut him down. GUN5, 13-11. And this isn't gonna be overtime. This isn't gonna be Furia getting their way back. This is gonna be GUN5 taking away their own map pick.
Yeah, and Furia have no one to...
We're gonna see how this one plays on out. I mean, it's been incredible thus far, and it's been the performances that have been taking GUN5 to this point in time to reach themselves over to this finish line, to this grand final in a map up above Furia. So now, it's gonna be their city side, and Cello is gonna be finding that opening duel out here towards the A side, but Ziello's still ready to trade it on out as he spots out one, will be tapping away, connects on one, Tenier finds a second, and right now they're going into fake vent, but it's gonna be K Serrato and Kie trading it on back. So a 2v2, make that, oh no! A 2v1, but Easy. He messed it up, and now it's Tenier left in a 1v1 up against Kie. The Glock coming on through here up against the USP. It's gonna be down on the magazine here. Not a lot of bullets to shoot out, and the USP deals damage to Tenier. Quad kill out here for the Belarusian. And you can see Kie throwing away his camera there as well as the pistol round goes the way of GUN5.
Yeah, maybe a little desk smash coming through there from Kai after he loses that round, and FURIA lose a round that they shouldn't have there, man. That is brutal for them. Was looking pretty good initially. Cello gets the opening kill, and then they're actually able to, you know, regain control of the A bomb site, but they're already committed to B. I don't know who the first player was that crossed, but he just never expected Tania to be in the lower site already. So that's a great way for GUN5 to set the second map in motion. I don't think we're live, so we're going to have a restart here in this round, but
Yeah.
man, oh man. I mean, listen, GUN5 just don't have a nuke required of them to beat FURIA, right? Like, surely. They've played this map 3 times. They've beaten DMS on the map, but that was when there was... No, it's not even... They didn't beat DMS, excuse me. On nuke, they beat Space, but it was still when it was like the Fours course. That would have been Tania, Celta, and Finnegan, maybe? I don't even know. Points in cases, they then lost 13-5 to Permitter and 13-8 to Gamer Legion. So if FURIA can't win here on nuke, that would be a disaster for them.
Yeah, and it was actually only Tania and Selter actually staying there, because before it was Result, Chalfei, and Gokushima. So, yeah, only 2 out of these 5 players actually playing away and winning out here onto nuke is... definitely not screaming confidence out here for the roster of GUN5, but apparently they started off with a pistol round win. They're onto that CT side. If they're able to put up a good infrastructure out here for the first half, then FURIA, they might be in for a bind. But again, it is FURIA we're talking about. It's not like we don't expect them to be able to claw their way back and climb their way back from an unfortunate first half. But, you know... We'll make that case when we get there, because right now it's Finnegan to find off the early frag again onto this force buy. Cello moves on in with the MAC-10, and the fade is not gonna fall just yet. Finds one, traded on down by the MP9. As he's gonna get Molotov the way here, it's gonna be Zillow on the double. My goodness, MP9 goes crazy. And now Yuri's the last man standing in a 1v3 out here. There's low HP onto Easy and Finnegan, but it might not matter. Only a P250 in hand here, and he took a long battle out through mini. So Finnegan is gonna find 2 and end off the second round as well, as GUN5 are doing everything right here at the beginning.
That was a force buy from FURIA, by the way. Despite the fact they don't get the bomb plants in the pistol round they lose, they still opted for the force. They knew they had a pocket rocket strat, just barreling the utility into the A bomb site, but it doesn't work out for them. There's the extra player for GUN5 on the site, and that's what makes the difference. So now FURIA will have to bend their knee. They will have to settle for the save. And GUN5 have a prime opportunity to go up 3-0. Fallen's bought a scout. Now, I really don't like this decision. We saw them do something similar on Dust 2, where they overinvested in one of their ecos to get the extra hero rifle, and that meant he had to play with an MP9 in the first gun round. And I mean, sure, there is a world in which he can win this round for his team with the scouts, coupled with the upgraded pistols. And he finds a great opening kill as well, but there's going to have to be a lot more where that came from.
I mean, he connected the dink onto Finnegan as well, looking on in for the second frag down towards Mini. He gets damage done. Selter trades him out though. And even if they fall out here, even if they lose this round, FURIA, I feel like playing with a MAC-10 on a force rush round here from FURIA is better than playing with an MP9 in that last attempt that they had. So yeah, they're going to be going down 1 by 1 here. It's not the end of the world, but still it's not a great outlook at all here for FURIA, as GUN5 take themselves up to 3 here, 3 in a row. And we were talking in the pre-show about how early game is actually pretty damn important out here for both of these teams. So the fact that GUN5 again start off not only the first map, but the second map as well with a good opener is definitely going to be hitting FURIA quite in the wrong way.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the money for Fallen. Buying up that scout cost $1,700. He came into the round with 4,000. If he'd not bought the scout, he would have had enough for an AWP and armor. And, I mean, you just always want Fallen on an AWP as often as you can get it. So, again, just really guessing or questioning the decision to go for that scout investment. Man, FURIA, they've got to come to terms with what's going on here, and they've got to come to terms with it immediately. They're down 0-1 in the grand final, and it's been a good start to the map here for the CT side as well. Easy clears out the smoke, but he misses the shot. Cello punishes. There are still players to be dealt with, though. Celta has taken refuge in the smoke. Cello has an idea that could be the case, but the timing catches him off, and Celta, at least he gets traded out, but he'll inflict some further damage, and now it's on Finnegan, but Kai's clearing him out, but he can't get the kill. And that's
Finnegan
the bomb.
again, man. Again and again, it's Finnegan coming in with these duels, with these clutches, managed to win it on out. He sees the bomb now, and it's a 2v2 remaining. Tania pushes in through here onto door, wants to get to Mini to at least spot out Yuri. Serato outside still, and Tenier still making up space here with 45 seconds. There's no need to rush out here for Furia. They can still play the angles. They can still play for the slow burn. But Tenier has no reason to push here either. The bomb is still in sight out here for Finnegan. And it's gonna be Yuri to push him first, but Yuri connects! And Furia on the man advantage. Finnegan has to do it all. Needs the quad here, and he's not gonna be able to even find one more in the end. Furia, first round on the board. As it was a very important one at that. It managed to put up
massive
the first
round indeed, man. Finnegan gets locked in, and I love that Furia just slowed down the pace so much in the 2 versus 2, because you could see that Finnegan was certain that they'd slowed things down as much as they had to try and give a player time to wrap his way around through Secret. And that's why Finnegan was kind of looking towards the stairs and looking towards the entrance, towards Yard. So, yeah, well played there from Furia just to slow things down. And it will get them their first round on the board. Can they string a couple together here and break the economy of that CT side?
Let's find out. They're going outside once more. Furia spot out Finnegan off early this time. Don't allow him to find that multi-frag to disrupt the ranks of Furia. Tenier playing down here for double window, but it is going to be the push on down to Secret and into Easy. They try to take them away to this round as well. If Easy does connect on this one, it's going to be good. He almost had the collateral. Kie gets shot in the foot through his teammate. And now Fallen just opening up the round. This is going to be a safe call made by Tenier and Ziello. As Furia take away the second. And yes, Hayes, they will be able to actually find the momentum here. They will be able to find 2 rounds back to back. And Economy to put it on the top as the cherry. So, yeah, GUN5. It's good they save away these 2 rifles, though. And there's a big belt of utility as well for Ziello. Full armor. There's still some hope out here for the next round of GUN5.
Yeah, it will be an eco for them, but as you say, they get to carry through a couple rifles to at least have some firepower to work with in the 6th round. But yeah, this will calm the nerves for Furia. This will get them settled into the second map as well. I mean, they have picked Nuke, and we saw them put up a decent T-side earlier against Mouse NXT. They went up 7-5 in that first half, and then finished off the job 13-5, a flawless CT side from them to conclude proceedings in that semi-final. Still want to highlight Cello, by the way. He barely pitched up at all in Dust 2. We saw how much he contributed in the semi against Mouse NXT, and they're going to need him to pitch up here on Nuke as well, and then into Inferno if they do carry it through to a 3rd map. You know, you already had Kai who was struggling on Dust 2 as well. You can't afford for another player to disappear as well.
Yeah. Also Yuri, right? He's currently with the top frags out here for Furia, and hopefully that keeps up. But he has been a main centerpiece out here for Furia when it came down to aggression, when it came down to trading especially. We got to see him being the first on a lot of these engages, going in for lurks, going in for multi-frags. If he doesn't keep this momentum up as well, this performance, then it could be looking rough out here. Tenier pushes in aggressively towards outside on red container. Goes in even further and finds one.
Yeah.
Had the info though. I think he spotted out the bomb as well.
My problem with that push is that he had one of the 2 rifles in the round, and now it's completely unrecoverable. I always prefer seeing, you know, when you've got that hero rifle on the CT side, try use your players who are on pistols to get that info, to try and use them as baits, that you can maximize your opportunity with the rifle. He really rolls the dice by getting aggressive like that, and sure, he gets a kill, but Furia would never mind trading 1 for 1 to get rid of one of the 2 rifles.
Yeah, now the second rifle is being protected like a VIP out here into trophy room. It's still Ziello peeking out first, though. They do want to find that first contact with the A1S rather than with the USPs right now. But Finnegan is going to be baited out here into a trade as they are going in through lobby. And it's going to be K-Serato finding 2, looking in for the 3rd. Ziello does take him down, so at least 2 guns taken out here. Looking in for the 3rd. Ziello, can he find it? No, he cannot. Almost went in for Fallen there to take him out, but he didn't pay any attention towards Kie, so this is going to be Furia. Stabilizing back 3-3 here. T side, they managed to connect 3 in a row, and now GUN5. They're going to be going in for this force buy. They won't have a single defuse kit, limited util. This is going to be looking rough out here for the CT side.
I mean, they get, what, $2,400, so it will be okay, but you're right. There's not going to be everything they would want coming into a gun round. Very light on util, no AWP for easy either, and that's definitely where he's done his best work. Alright, scoreline leveled up. If Furia win this gun round, they take the charge. Have Furia, they haven't had the lead outside of the first pistol round they won on Dust 2, right?
Yeah, yeah, they didn't, because once the comeback attempt was being made,
they've been chasing the game the entire time, so it would be a really good lead here for them to find as well.
Okay, Serato picks up the AWP now. Fallen being taken on down here. Post-plant situation. He's playing ramp with it. There's nobody coming from that side of the map, but it's going to be Selter to find the first onto the site. And Ziello could find the second one out here as the Molotov goes through. He now has the information. K Serato playing with fire right now, literally, but Cello still trades it out. So this is actually looking not that bad for Furia. Depending on Ziello and how he plays it out, Cello is going to be able to find himself on a doom and gloom round. K Serato still trades it out, but it's not a post plan just yet. So they have the time to really play this one out. Furia. They find Finnegan as well, and it's Easy left in a 1v1. Yuri versus Easy. The Opper not having his signature weapon on hand right now, but Yuri still needs to pick up that bomb. It's in the other corner of the site right here, and it's 30 seconds left to play. More than enough for Yuri right now to clear out a lot of this site. And Easy has no idea about where he is, but neither does Yuri. They're right now next to each other and back turned away. It's gonna be the nade, but it's not gonna deal enough damage. Easy moves, and 20 seconds now. He just has to play the double doors, runs in through the smoke. It dissipates, and it's gonna be easy to fall. Yuri pulls through when it matters most out here for Furia, and they will manage to actually find the advantage.
Yeah, and you could see a massive sigh of relief there from Yuri as well, as he's able to get that kill and win the round from his team. For his team, rather, should I say. Good attempt from GUN5. I mean, it didn't look like they had much going their way in this round, but they recover things nicely, bringing it down to the 1v1. Easy repositions. I thought he was going to slink through the double door there to try and get out of the bomb site, but decides to hang around instead, and that gives up the gunfight. Yeah, Yuri's been really good, man. He started very nicely here on Nuke so far. Certainly a shining light for Furia. He's going to have to continue in that form as well.
And the last best of 3 as well up against Mouse NXT, who was able to pull through enough for an MVP performance. Now though, into an eco run like this one for GUN5, Tenier goes in aggressive, loses out his life immediately through that smoke. And the Deagles, they're just looking to damage control. Don't know how much they actually will be able to control though. Furia. It looks like they're searching out for deep skirmishes as well, but that is a nasty shot again from Selter, and definitely Furia are gonna get PTSD from that one.
Yeah, exactly. Dust2 just flashes before K Serato's eyes there. Selter, you do not take another. Don't you dare. Yeah, okay. Yuri will be able to cut him down at least and restores calm here to the round. Man advantage for Furia, and should be able to get their 5th with relative ease. Always did feel like Dust2 was a must-win map for GUN5 in the grand final, considering Nuke was waiting in the wings. We know it was going to be a tough map for them all along, and it has proven to be the case so far.
Yeah.
Individual brilliance can win you a map on a map like Dust2, but not nearly as easy to do it on a map like Nuke.
Yeah, and then we have to talk about Ancient if Furia do pick this one up, and it's again going to be the same case scenario as Nuke, where team play is really damn important. But is it the same case, or is it just a roundabout the middle there in between these two maps? Because again, individual brilliance definitely shines through for Dust2. And Ancient is a map where you need team coordination, you need those executes. But if you have the multi-frag potential on Ancient, especially down on middle, you can still have your rounds. You can still have those unicorn rounds that are a bit more, you know, oftenly seen.
Yeah, I think it can happen. I think it's easier for an individual to have more impact on a map like Ancient than it is on Nuke. Tenier gets aggressive towards outside, inflicts a lot of damage, and Finnegan will actually take down Yuri. That is the crown jewel been removed from the equation now for Furia. And GUN5 actually get out of dodge as well. I really like that they don't hang around and continue to give up these gunfights. Man advantage locked in. Can they get their 4th on the board?
Nice pacing right now. GUN5 still drop down in towards vents, and it is going to be Finnegan, the other crown jewel on the server out here for GUN5 this time around, losing out his life. So Tenier, the one who's pulled off a clutch before, now tries to hold on to the B bomb side, and it's going to be Kia just making a little bit of noise down towards the latter side of the map here as... Ooh, Furia, they're losing out duels. Didn't think Fallen was gonna go in for it as well. He tried to fight. They tried to find himself to make up the man disadvantage into a 3v3. Now, though, it's only gonna be a 2v3. As Kie and K Serato are playing outside to try to pick up the bomb. It is going to be the secret player as well moving up here, Tenier. He's got a good flank working around, but he might not get there. Selter could take him first, and it's going to be Tanier on the double up as GUN5 managed to bring this one back. And we thought FURIA were going to run away with it. We thought that they would just manage to actually find this momentum, but into this gun round, GUN5 managed to take it away.
Yeah, stellar stuff coming through there from GUN5. I like that they make a play at the start of the round. You know, they're not giving FURIA up any space for free. Looking to disrupt them on this T side. More than enough money for the Brazilian squad to buy up in this next round, and they're already pretty happy with the results in the first half, no matter what happens in these next few. But I guess because they were leading 5-3, they're going to want more than just the 5 rounds going into their CT side, and we saw how strong this big A exec was from FURIA against Mouse and XT. I don't know if Mouse and XT stopped them once when they committed to this all-out exec. Let's see if GUN5 have it in them. Cello's found an opening kill. Zero avoids the flash, but he can't avoid Keserato.
No, right on head there. Tanier still finds a double down towards lobby, and Tanier immediately calls out the rotate. Go back to A, he's calling. But the Belarusian is still going to be moving in through lobby, trying to crunch on down to this A side, into the post plant. Finnegan is out here onto mini, looking on in for a frag. Down through to heaven, though. It's going to be the flash and peek on down from Easy, most likely. As he needs to check outside as well, but it's going to be Finnegan looking in for the frags yet again. 7 HP onto Keserato, 20 onto Yuri. 3v3 still going, and 20 seconds only to defuse out here. They have to go in quicker. They have to be faster about this. There's still a couple of flashes left in play for GUN5, and the A1Ss are trying to push on up. The USP needs to get brought on out. Keserato, last man standing, and he does go down. There is enough time for the defuse. GUN5 managed to find the 3v3, as it is gonna be them stabilizing away into this game and finding an even round.
That is a massively successful retake coming through from GUN5. They do a very good job of just keeping their composure as well, because they didn't have any obvious entry routes into the A bomb site. The Heaven player does really well to just stay alive, because you could see how much FURIA were focused on Heaven. They had 2 players locked in on the bomb site, and then Tania and Celta able to get work done as well. So that's really good stuff coming through there from GUN5 as they level up the scoreline, showing some grit, showing some tenacity on the CT side. They're not going to just roll over here on a map like Nuke, despite their past results, despite how the map normally goes for them. This is a grand final, and grand finals, you can't just predict based on what's happened in the past, because there's that extra element, right? It's a unique occasion to be in a grand final. You played on Nuke thousands of times, but this one time is different from all the rest.
Is indeed, and already off to a pandemonic gunfight to start here. Easy manages to find 2 as he gets traded out as well. It's gonna be the 1v2 remaining out here for Finnegan. In a matter of seconds, the round goes astray, and we are left into this one. Keserato might be caught off guard on timing as well. Finnegan, last man standing, 1v1 IGLing battle to come through here. It's a battle of wits, and it's a battle of grits as well, as Finnegan, AK in hand, fallen. Only a Galil that can definitely pick something up from the ground here, but he's left the bomb away. Finnegan, don't think he had this sort of information to know where Fallen was. He's not going to be switching out his gun either. Doesn't want to make any sound cues. He has no idea about where Finnegan could be at. Now though, I think he just did it for a second, as he's jumping on down towards the B side. Finnegan still on to hell out here, so he's gonna have a long rotate to try to find this 1v1, and here he comes. Has heard it, but Finnegan still thinks it's on A. Oh, but this timing, Finnegan, you don't know. You're wasting time here. You're still on A, and you're gonna have to drop down the vents. Fallen is ready for this. He's playing on down towards rafters. Definitely gonna hear this one around now, and he's gonna be checking into Squeaky. Let's see Fallen. Where are you going to be checking up next out here? As Finnegan's making up a lot of noise. He's looking on down, open the double doors. Oh, Finnegan, this is telegraphed though. Fallen knows where to check, and he's still looking on down to the angle. And not a single flash worked on out, but Finnegan still wins it out. Managed to find the 1v2. Fallen, very nice try. But in the end, Finnegan connects and wins it out to bring rounds consecutively here for GUN5.
Yeah, that's a massive clutch coming through from Finnegan. I mean, he was on the wrong bomb site once the bomb actually went down there. I mean, it was really good work from Finnegan to get that kill on Keserato initially, just pushing through Squeaky, wrapping around, and then he thought it was the A-bomb side he had to retake, and then he realized the penny drops, and Fallen tries to man mode his way through the 1v1, standing up on top of the silo, but Finnegan comes out on top of that gunfight, and that means GUN5 have got a lead now by a round, and they need the 7th here going into their T side, man. We know how good the CT side of FURIA is on this map, but if GUN5 can make the 7-5, coupled with what's happened on the map before this, you could imagine that FURIA will be quite nervy going into their defensive half, knowing they have to make it work, that they have to win the map based off that second half, which will certainly add pressure to the equation.
Yeah, man, but again, these are experienced individuals. Again, Fallen is stoic in the face of these grand finals, and in the face of these pressure that he's being mounted up against him. The only question mark would kind of be Kia out here if he can mount up to that said pressure, but even he is trying to just blend into the background of FURIA right now. Finnegan takes a little bit of chip damage away from the Dink. 13 HP remaining onto him. No Bogdan's Law just yet because he's not close enough to Easy right now. He's on the other side of the map. The FURIA, they are playing this one temperately, right? They're not going in too slowly. They're not being overly aggressive into a site. Haven't used up a lot of util just yet. That peek on down through lobby could have been deadly, but instead they all move out here towards Trophy, and it is going to push on down towards ramp. Let's see Tanier trying to deny here, as Finnegan is already going to be cleaned up after the 12 HP rebuttal. Tanier gets spotted out as well, and it's only left to the B-sided Anchor to try to hold it down, but Easy can't shoot too many bullets with that AWP, so it is going to be FURIA getting inside of this site, and all that's left of GUN5 is going to be Yellow, now Fallen. FURIA get themselves up to 6-6, and this half is actually great for the Brazilians.
Oh yeah, absolutely, they'll take that, man, and they even just kind of cull the momentum there for GUN5, sending them into that T side a bit colder than what they would have been otherwise, winning 4 rounds in a row. Oh, good composure there, good coordination from FURIA as well. This is Finnegan jumping up into from control room into the B side, but look at the composure from FURIA as they push their way forward, because there was that extra player towards ramp, but because Kai's already pushed down, it wasn't Kai, it was one of the other players, down the vents, and he wrapped around into the B bomb side, they had that extra avenue of entry, and that meant that GUN5 setup was dismantled. Big pistol round for FURIA. They've lost 2 out of 3 so far, but they've got to start off the CT side in correct fashion.
Yeah, pistol round extremely important out here for either side. GUN5, if they take it away, they could try to mount up some sort of a wave of offensive out here, momentum up against FURIA, to see how many they can pick up before they're going to be taken on down once again here by the CT side of the Brazilians. Speaking of, Kie trying to just play it down towards ramp. Everybody out here for FURIA is playing ramp right now. Only Cello onto the A side playing on top of Hut, and GUN5. They've already sent Tanier down onto Secret, trying to actually find himself onto a bit of an advantage. But instead, GUN5 are getting ready for this execution down towards ramp. Let's see this absolute shutdown from FURIA, because there's a lot of players ready to deny here.
Yeah, I'm wondering who's going to take first contact. Is it Kai or Fallen? Because it should be Kai, but it looks like he's trying to duck, and there we go. Doesn't really matter because they're both going to be able to claim kills, but the trades come through effectively. K-Serato's gone down as well. Yuri hangs around, and as has been the case more often than not, he's the difference maker. Tanier will force the issue, though. Great kill coming through from him, down into the 1v1, and Cello, might actually miss the moment here. Tanier's going to be heading in towards the A bomb site instead. And there's no discretion about his approach. They're going to end up on top of each other. They both had their knives up for a brief moment. Look at how calm Cello is. Gets the kill. A quick steeping of the teabag as well. And FURIA will win the pistol.
My goodness. I mean, I think he overthought it there a little bit. Tanier went on down. He double faked around, then tried to get back inside of the B site. And Cello was just ready there. He also had the knife out. Yeah, you were correct. But he had the dualies. Tanier only had the P250 into that duel. He was above him as well, mid-air, while Cello was still bringing out his dualies. So it was going to be Cello all the way there winning it out. Still very well done from both sides. That was an explosive pistol round from GUN5. And now it's going to be a full pistol round coming out of GUN5 once again. FURIA should have no worries about this one whatsoever.
I mean, there's no world in which they lose nuke from this position, right? Like, that's just
You
not
say
gonna
that,
happen.
and then you might just jinx that, so be careful.
I don't have that much power. What do you mean? Come on, surely not, right? I mean, FURIA CT side of nuke, this has got to be in the bag. If they, and you know why I dress it up like that? It's not to, you always want to have the entertainment factor, but I'm also setting the table for the context for what the expectation is here. Because if there is a world in which GUN5 win the map from here, then it proves how ridiculous and how crazy it actually is that they were able to do that, right? Because there should be no world in which that could happen. So let's see. Can GUN5 find a way to make a miracle happen on this T side?
Again, the fact that GUN5 are even here is a fever dream. Them winning it all out would be something. We do have info about this technical break though. Fallen or someone else from FURIA is actually changing away headsets. Yeah, look at this when he was bringing out the P250. Cello already ready with the M9 Berettas. But yeah, someone from FURIA currently changing away headsets, so this gives us a little bit of time to cool down a little bit, look at GUN5 a bit more objectively. And GUN5 to look at themselves a little bit more objectively, right? Because they still have nothing left to lose, only to gain.
Why do you need to change a headset, Atro? Battery dying, maybe? You've got another wireless one with full batteries that you could just sub in? I mean, surely you're not going to change, like, brands of headsets in the middle of a grand final, right?
You change from like wireless headsets into your wired old ass headsets. You're getting iPhone headsets coming on through here now.
Don't know how I feel about that.
It's not Yuri. We get to see him on the webcam here.
Okay, well, what a journey we've had so far in this grand final. If you're just joining us, to remind everybody what's happened so far. First map was Dust 2, it was the pick of GUN5, and they won the map 13-11, not without a few hiccups from both teams. There was an eco round won by GUN5 in the second round of the map. They were also able to win a force buy later on in the round, courtesy of Seltzer's Desert Eagle, where he just gets a ridiculous quad kill from Catwalk. And then they went on to win the map 13-11. Incredibly tight. And you've got to imagine, you know, those few rounds that FURIA fall short on, the rounds that they should have been winning, it actually they go on to cost them the map, right? So
yeah,
got to make sure they brush up, which they have. Coming into Nuke, they have looked better.
I mean, all that I have to say, Hayes, is the fact that Yuri is 17-7. Right. Right now, he's been the MVP for the previous best of 3. They fought into the semifinals, and right now, keeping FURIA above water into the first half and now into the second one as well. He has been such an important piece of the puzzle here for FURIA that it feels like if he's not present on the server, sure, there's so many more people that can pick up the pace after him, but he has to be that first contact. He has to be the first one to really make a play out here up against GUN5, because we've seen the individuals, we've seen what they're capable out here from the T side, from the GUN5 roster. So we wouldn't be surprised to see multi-franchise coming in around here. Speaking of Yuri though, Ziello will shut him down. 4v4 now, and this is looking like a B hit.
Yeah, Fallen with the MP9 in position to try and shut them down, trying to figure out exactly where he wants to set himself, and he's in a good spot. That will guarantee him at least a kill, but then they know where he is, and yeah, getting more than one from there is always very difficult if you don't have any support from your teammates. Look at Zelo. He has been able to flank his way through Squeaky Door. Kai's life is on a timer right now. A couple players making their way towards ramp as well.
Oh, heard him.
And this is good from Kai. It's exactly what you're supposed to do. I'm not sure if he heard him. Was there a drop down noise made? I think he's just looking in that direction while he waits for his teammates to set up from ramp. And now they're trying to force the issue on Kai, and Finnegan will get the kill. They're yet to find the plants. In fact, going A from here is the best option GUN5 have available to them, and Cello's made that exact read already.
He has made the read. He's going up through heaven, and nobody's going to check this, but they don't have that sort of time, so they're doubling back in towards the B side. It's going to be a bomb plan coming out of Finnegan, and K Serrato is going to be the first one on the deny. They try to retake onto this one. K Serrato surely waits for Cello to wrap around here, right? Have that 2v2 instead of just trying to peek on in by himself, but it is going to be already 9 HP only onto Finnegan, and he's playing inside of the site. He's got the Molotov ready. There's the nade as well for Cello. They can definitely check this without even having to actually peek into him, but it's Finnegan we're talking about. We've seen these rounds coming out of him before, even on 9 HP. There comes the peek. Finnegan surely checks this. Oh, but there's the knife, and there's the information gathered as well. Time running away, and FURIA, they don't have the sort of time needed. Oh, Finnegan is holding it down here. Finnegan! What a round from him yet again. GUN5 have won so much off of his back, and now they do it again.
Oh, the tunnel vision from Furia. They don't check their corner. They don't look in the cubby. And Finnegan, he capitalizes. He punishes them in the most marvelous way possible. They even line themselves up with their back turned. And he says, don't mind if I do. Oh, he wasn't caught on the glimpses they crossed. There was no nade to clear him out. Furia think both players are towards Decon. And unfortunately, that's not the case. Even a tactical pause called by GUN5. Look at what that's done to the money. I mean, Furia will eke out a buy, but it includes an MP9 and very light utility. And if Furia loses round Atro, it's 8-all. They'll have to eco. Should be 9-8 for GUN5. And then I start to get very concerned for Furia's cause.
Yeah, Furia gonna start getting a little bit sweaty if that's gonna be the case, right? I mean,
if they aren't
right
already.
Here, yeah. Again, they weren't expecting GUN5 to push them this far back. And once they had the advantage finally, now it's seemingly going to be swept away from them again. So Fallen on this AWP needs to go huge, right? They've invested a lot into him. He doesn't have util, he doesn't have a defuse kit. Yuri is kind of on the same buy as Fallen here. And yeah, I hope this tactical pause actually helps out GUN5 to conjure up a great plan for this round. Because otherwise, Furia, they could be banking on keeping their advantage from this one away.
Yeah, Furia are still in control. CT side leading by a round. They've got a decent set of weaponry to work with here as well. But lose this round and then things start to seriously go pear-shaped. So let's see. What's the plan going to be? Looks like GUN5 are setting themselves up for a big exec in towards the safe side. Nobody on top of the lobby roof with any util lined up. There we go. Easy is now in position. GUN5 going to pull the trigger soon enough, yeah, and it's going to be a lot of power and a lot of pace in towards the safe bomb site. Furia are going to have to put a stop to it, because if they don't, it'll be in the back of their minds going into the rest of the half that, hey, we got to be worried about that A-pop.
They got to be worried about a lot of plays right now coming out of GUN5, because they don't have any information besides this smoke, this flash spam coming into the A side. Fallen at least shuts down 2 out here outside. Well played from Fallen. And now it wasn't even outside, it was down towards Ram. Finnegan trades it out. 35 seconds left to go to this B-bomb site and try to win it out 2v5 style. Tanir helping out his teammate out here, shutting down Cello, and now they're planning away for double doors. This actually might work out a little bit. Tanir on the timing, doesn't get spotted by Yuri, and just holds down towards Vent. Yuri needs to check this, but it's gonna be Tanir to check up first. From a 2v5, we go to a 2v2 again. GUN5, how did they do this? Time and time again, it's gonna be the players coming down from ramp. Oh, they're saving, aren't they? They are.
No ways. How on earth have GUN5 salvaged this? Tanir, how's he maneuvered his way there to find that first kill, and then the second as well onto Yuri? The timing couldn't have been better for him. My word, GUN5 have indeed leveled up the scoreline 8 apiece. And Furia are going to have to eco around these guns they've carried through as well. 5 versus 2. What's that going to do to Furia's confidence?
Oh, gonna be definitely shutting them down a little bit, but it still looks like they're composed, right? Even to an 8-8 face where they had the advantage. If you take a look on down to these webcams, nobody is really losing focus, nobody's really looking around, nobody's fidgeting, they're still dead center on their goal. So this is Furia after all. Again, they are the only veteran team coming into this one, into this playoff bracket, that have been along the scene for long enough together to be able to get out these tough spots as well. So if it's someone to do it, it should be Furia. But GUN5, they are having a hell of a performance right now. On their enemy's map pick as well, onto the T side of Nuke.
And look at Furia, by the way. They've decided to go all in. They've plugged the gaps with MP9s. That's like duct tape over a sinking ship, man. Fallen realizes he has to be the one to win the round here for his team. He's got that AWP, but he does not have a head. Wide swing coming through from Zelo means he goes down. That AWP is unrecoverable. 3 SMGs and an M4 is what Furia have to contest this round. It was a very aggressive decision to buy up around the guns they've carried through, and they might come back to rue that decision.
It might come back to bite them indeed. AWP doesn't get picked up by GUN5, and there's no need to. They're still playing out here on Nuke, going in towards Secret. Nowhere to really employ that AWP well enough. And this actually works in favor of the MP9s. All of these close angles down onto the B site. It's going to help them out if GUN5 don't start getting into the site fast enough. They're playing it slowly. And FURIA, they still don't have nearly enough necessary info, but Cello does get a dink on down to the first. Tenier is gonna fall, looking in for the second. Yuri, good for 2 out here on the MP9. That's gonna be great. Looking in for more. The nade is gonna shut him down surely. And there you have it, 3v3 remaining. They're going up to the A site right now, Hayes, but I don't think that Molotov is gonna be helping them out too much. Kie checking on down towards B, and they've been completely read into. FURIA, they don't realize GUN5 have gone back up to A. Serato and Cello only on MP9s. Kie, the only one on a rifle. Oh, this is looking tough out here, Hayes.
It was such good decision making though, because the molly was in vents, and so FURIA would never expect GUN5 to go up the vents into the A bomb site at that point. It's why they continue to commit to the rotation in towards the lower site. They want to have a look in for the retake, but they don't have a kit, which means they're going to have to get on that defuse in the next 10 seconds. They don't have a Cello. He gets played like a fiddle. Zelo goes down to Kai, and it's only Serato left remaining, and not for much longer either. I don't even think he's going to be able to save his MP9 here. Zelo is hunting for him. Oh my goodness, GUN5 have done it. They've gotten themselves the lead here on the T side of Nuke. They go up 9-8, again recovering another situation which wasn't looking great for them. And it's going to have to be an eco for FURIA in this next round, which means double digits is ripe for the taking if you're GUN5.
How do these clutches keep on happening for GUN5? First up on Dust 2, off the back of Selter a lot of the time, off the back of Ziello as well on the multi-frags. Now, it's off the back of Finnegan again, it's off the back of Tenier. They're all pulling through out here, and somehow these clutches are so well timed as well. Such great calls being made out here by GUN5. It is absolutely crazy to see, and they're not pulling the plug on this one. FURIA, they are going to be going in full out with the USPs and 5.7s into the Seco to try to deal as much damage as they can. Ziello, do think he dropped away an AK, but it's not going to be picked up by anyone just yet. As GUN5 have the advantage into this round, but apparently FURIA, they're dishing out the damage. Selter gonna be falling down low as well. Finnegan is gonna get spotted, but not taken down just yet. The spray is very labored. It doesn't connect on more than one single bullet out here for Serato. Finally, Tenier is having something to play with. That's gonna be the triple coming out of Tenier. And this round was looking scary for a while here for GUN5, but Finnegan, he only needs to find that one player up into heaven, which is gonna be Fallen. And this should be the round. There it is. 4 guns saved away into the next. They're all down to low HP. This round was closer than the previous 3 before it for FURIA to try to win it out, and it was only onto an eco. But now here comes the full buy. Now here comes the gun round. Out here for the Brazilians. It's do or die as GUN5 are 1 away from 11. Because it's double digits on the board already.
Alright, here we go, Atro. This is the round. If FURIA lose this, it's, well, probably the beginning of the end, man. So much pressure, so much riding on this round.
GUN5 still trying their luck down towards ramp. They've done this time and time again. Huge nade down onto ramp though. Selter gonna be feeling the brunt of it. Down to half HP he goes, and that's even more damage being dealt away here by the util. FURIA, they're having some good timings, but not a lot of util remaining. A single incendiary, 2 nades, a couple of flashes here and there on Cello and Serato. GUN5 not looking none the wiser though. They want to execute on down to this A site, and look on down to the position that I do believe that's Tenier having right now. Yes, he's going to be trying to find a flank, and if he finds at least one here, he could be going up through heaven and shutting down this whole defense for FURIA. Fallen, he doesn't expect this. He doesn't ever expect this. He's going to fall on down, and there you have it. It's going to be the Molotov. Missed away, I believe. Or no, it does connect down onto heaven, and it's going to be Cello alongside Serato trying to hold onto A, but instead it's going to be the B hit. GUN5, they've had such amazing calls up until now, and it's going to be Kia trying to deny, but he's being overrun out here as he's going to be able to shut down 2 low HP remaining for Finnegan and Selter. Ziello not looking too healthier either, but Cello and Serato need to retake on this one, and look at Finnegan, look at this lurk around. Shadow advantage though, Cello gets it.
Yeah, that does give him the heads up, and thankfully it means FURIA will be able to carry 2 guns through here, but GUN5 are now on the brink. 11-8 is the scoreline, and they're 2 rounds away from being crowned the champions of CCT CCT 2 Europe Series 4, which would be ridiculous, man. What a run it's been from them so far in the playoffs. They've pushed FURIA the distance, and now they are in contention. They're on the brink. Didn't expect to say that at all, man.
We all said 2-0 FURIA, right? And right now, we're about to see the exact opposite of that. This is crazy to even think about. And again, I keep on wondering, what would have happened if the invited teams actually got through here? And there weren't that many tournaments going on, and we didn't get to see GUN5 going through with this one. What would the bracket look like?
But it's a question that could never be answered, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to be, at least for FURIA, that max round loss bonus means they can afford rifles around the 2 guns that they've carried through here. They haven't had the AWP for a while. Where's the pause from FURIA, Atro? Where's the break in play here to discuss the situation? Because the ship is sinking. They're going to require some dire action here to recover the situation.
They're caught up in momentum right now. They're having those horse blinders on. And you can see it right now. Fallen is just trying to do the most he can. He pushed on up in towards outside. He found one. Tanir down to low HP as well. A nade on outside would be great right about now. But Quesarado, I think he's going to be using it up here for lobby. Instead, Yuri, good one onto easy. Finds him outside. Brings about the man advantage in favor of FURIA. As Tanir playing the Bogdan's Law there. Picks up the AWP from easy. GUN5. They've had a lot of amazing mid-round calls. Now, I don't think they can do it again. They've already done it, what, twice in a row? 3 times in a row? Now Kiev finally sees them. Doesn't shut them down just yet. Struggles and still falls. No way. Kiev messes that one up, but yet again, the B bomb side looking quite vulnerable out here for FURIA. GUN5 haven't realized that just yet, though.
Yeah, 35 seconds on the clock here for GUN5 to try and navigate their way through the situation, and it looks like they're going to try and get in towards the A bomb site. Well, Celta is selling the fake in B. He's going to keep Quesarato interested. It's only Cello behind the silo. He does not have any supporting act. He is a one-man army right now. He doesn't want to give up his position until he pounces to guarantee himself a kill. And Finnegan doesn't have anybody to trade him out either. Tanir with the AWP isn't going to be able to get the kill. Finnegan, oh my god, what's it going to be like? It's good enough for Cello, but Finnegan still comes away with the kill. That's now a bomb plant. 4 seconds left on the clock, but it's going to have to be a retake from FURIA. And Yuri gets chipped down by a nade. Quesarato looking to make his way up the vent. Tanir's going the long way around, by the way. He is wrapping around vent to try and come through heaven. Yuri's taken even more damage, but at least the info's there now for Quesarato. Time being bought. That's all Finnegan's looking to do. Buy as much time as possible. Has he done enough? I'm not sure. I think the bomb's planted reverse silo. I don't think it's planted for heaven. They don't know where
but they don't know. They don't know
where Tanir is. He's leaving it as late as he possibly can, but he can't round the corner. Has he fumbled it? He's got the kit. Okay, everybody take a sigh of relief. FURIA have won the round.
Oh my god. Why was that this close? Why did that happen? Again, GUN5. Again, that was a 3v4 and almost a round win as well. They had no idea about Tanir.
Mate, if Tanir has a rifle, he's won that round. Because he can kill both players, right? But he could only kill one with the AWP. And he goes for the diffuser. Oh, he tries to wait as long as he can. He tries to jump back around the corner, but he can't. That's just one round for FURIA, though. It's not like that's gotten them back in the game. It's just kept them in the game.
Yeah, this is insanity right now. GUN5 only being one away from match point to the grand final. And FURIA, they are struggling to keep this above water. They are struggling to keep it going. We have Kie, again, duct taping around his buy, only on an MP9, full util at the very least. And you can see the importance of those defuse kits finally coming through out here for FURIA. So many post-plant situations where GUN5 should just not get the bomb down, but they still do somehow.
Yeah, they are masterful at recovering rounds in which they don't have anything going for them. There is always that final hurdle that you have to get across mentally when you're trying to win a championship, when you're trying to win a title, right? And sometimes it can be very tough to overcome that hurdle as the underdog. Fallen dancing around the smoke grenades on top of Tania. He's actually going to be able to get out with his life intact. Serato's gotten the kill in the meantime. Finnegan completely blinded. Will eventually take down Fallen, but the man advantage persists.
It does. Now they're going in through Secret. Let's see if Finnegan's gonna get spotted. No, he won't. He still attempts his luck down towards Mini, but it's still gonna be Ziello entering up into this B side. How did he get these openers? I will never know. But Ziello is gonna be finally traded on out. Kie trying to make it out. And he's gonna be looking on down towards Sniper's Nest. MP9 goes crazier than a rifle could ever. Finds the double, and now Easy left in a 1v3. These clutches have been a staple here for GUN5, and don't tell me we're gonna get to see Easy's version of it. Needs to check on down towards door as well, but it is going to be Yuri going in the long way around, doubling back on down. Easy, he does have the bomb strapped to his back. If he somehow finds Yuri here, bringing it back to 1v1 is not gonna be impossible. Yeah, he does have the time.
That's the one thing he has heavily on his side. He is indeed. And have a look at the way that Cello's positioned right now. They're never expecting Easy to take this avenue into the A-bomb site. Does he check the corner is the question. He does indeed. Frag found on Cello, and now it's Yuri who has to save the day. Footsteps gonna be heard, so Easy knows he's coming up the vent. The bomb plant not gonna be completed. Yuri's footsteps has been enough to get him off the bomb, but Easy will hit the headshot, and he wins the 1 versus 3 for his team. He had nothing going for him, but he takes everything from FURIA.
I am speechless. If this was the first time, the second time, hell, even the third time GUN5 did this in this best of 3, I would have said, okay, you know what, give it up, man, individual performances. But what is this? Easy comes around, wins one out, back away. In towards B, then manages to wrap around, take down Cello, who had no idea where he was coming in from, and with zero information, Easy manages to find out 1v1 as well, to win it out for GUN5 and get the match point in the best of 3, to prepare to be crowned the champions out here for the 4th online series into Europe for the CCT onto the second series, onto the second season.
It would be diabolical for FURIA if they go on to lose the series in this fashion. Losing a couple rounds on Dust 2 that were unforgivable, but then coming into their pick of Nuke, they were leading at one point here on their CT side, 8-6 if I recall correctly. They've won 3 rounds since then, while GUN5 have been able to win 6, and they're 1 round away from finishing off the job, and they've gotten 2 kills courtesy of Easy. He's gone straight through the molly, he's taken control, he wants to finish off things right here, right now.
What is going on? Easy throughout this whole entirety of the second half, the first half as well, he was not pulling in these numbers, and now he goes and trades himself out. It's gonna be Ziello to find Serato on the B side. 2v3 now. Yuri is sweating bullets right now, and he's looking on down to the Mac 10 as well, but it's gonna be Ziello finding the double. Cello, oh, he's resigning himself. You can see it on his face. He's trying to find the 1v3. He's found the first one onto Ziello, but the timer's still running it down. AK running out of bullets, wants to move on into the site right now. Sees the head, but it's not gonna matter. Finnegan ends it. GUN5 are gonna be crowned the champions of the 4th.